At the beginning of this movie, we see Alan and Ray, who came to shoot a documentary in the Arctic. To go to the Arctic, they had to travel on a ship due to not getting a cab at the airport. These people are late to reach the port, but it was lucky that the ship was still waiting for them. They had lost their luggage at the airport, which had their cameras, etc. Now, how did they shoot the film? These people hire a local man to shoot the film, whose name is Sean. Finally, these people board their ship and their journey begins. In this ship, they were traveling with many other tourists. Everyone was very happy and excited. Ray and Alan start making their documentary, whose beginning is called Sean Record. But it's good that both of them are not very happy. But they are helpless. They can't find any other cameraman at this time. Sean's attitude was also very strange. Sean always had a box which had an old-style radio-like device. He never kept it away from him, but after breakfast, he accidentally left it on the table. Ray, who always thought about this box, what is in it that Sean always carries it with him? He opened it, saw it, put on the headphone and turned on the device. There was no recording in it, there was just a strange sound, some sound wave, which he also told Alan. In the meantime, he saw Sean coming from afar. He quickly turned off the device, put the headphone back in the case and closed the case, and Sean quickly came and took the device from here. Anyway, after that, they send Sean to record the scenery outside, and Alan tries to contact his family. And he finds out that he can't contact from here because there is no signal in the middle of the sea. And here we also know that Alan's wife was upset with him. After that, we were shown that Ray started shooting the documentary again. He interviewed the captain of this tour. He asked the captain why people live in Antarctica. This is a completely different place from the world. It is such a dangerous place. There is no signal here, on which the captain said that this place is very close to nature and people come here for their peace. After picking up the interview, Ray saw here that blood was coming out of a bird's eye. This was a very strange thing. Ray also wanted to show this bird to Sean, but before that, the bird flew away from there. Anyway, confused Ray now went inside the boat where Alan was talking to two scientists. These scientists were doing research that how sonic waves can destroy the whole world in a short time. Alan was listening to them for a long time. After Ray's arrival, the scientists leave from here. Ray and Alan start talking to each other. Where Alan was very upset because of his family, Ray encouraged him. Just before he told Alan about the story of that bird living outside, he heard a strange noise outside. When these people went outside, he saw a very strange scene there. A seal was eating its own child. This was the first time he saw such a dangerous scene in his life. The captain also says that he has been here for so many years, but he has never seen such a scene before. He was scared. He took all the travelers inside while Sean started recording all this. Alan and Ray also consider it as a part of the documentary. They talk a little about it and then go to their other companions, where the captain was grilling fish for all of them. Ray did not like it. So Ray and Sean did not eat it. But Alan ate that fish, and after eating it, he started feeling sick. Alan started vomiting, and he went blind. Sean and Ray were still working on the documentary. Then suddenly Sean noticed that the sound of birds flying in the air has increased a bit. When he looked up, the birds were not flying in the pattern. Suddenly, the birds started disappearing. Before he noticed all this, he turned around and saw that all the people here have disappeared. Strangely, there was no one here. Surprised, he saw Ray. Sean had recorded all this. He saw in his recording that people had really disappeared, and he was confused how all this happened. Ray felt that someone was pranking him. He went inside and told this to Alan, but he did not find anyone. Then he realized that something really wrong has happened here. Now these people asked Sean that you were recording everything. Did you know what was happening? But Sean also told that he himself did not understand what has happened here. He now found his cell phone to call someone for help, but there were no signals here. Alan's condition was getting worse. He was bleeding from his mouth. Here, Ray now goes to the ship's control center and tries to contact the headquarters, but he does not get any answer from there. Now Sean, who was watching everything, saw an island far away. It was a matter of joy. These people could go there and ask for help. He came quickly and told this to Ray and Alan. Alan did not want to go there, but in the end, Ray convinced him that it is better to go there for help. Now Alan also came up. As soon as he came in the light, he saw that there was a cut on Alan's neck. But Alan did not remember anything that there was an accident with him. This wound was very deep and it was necessary to treat it. Before Ray came, Alan also got a camera which was of a tourist. Everything was recorded in this camera, that how all the people disappeared in a second. Seeing this, Alan gets more worried. These people now take important things from here and sit in a lifeboat and start moving towards that small island. When they reach there, the strangest thing happened, that they did not see any human being, even in such a big town. They did not believe their eyes. They thought that people might be inside because of the cold. They decided to search the town and they moved ahead. But every hotel, every mall, every house was empty. They did not even know what this place was. But from the written things here, they thought it was Russia. I will not be far from Russia because I feel the situation is getting worse. These people went to the mall to investigate. They heard a strange sound. They saw that a deer was injured and was suffering. He had the same wounds as Alan had. Surprised, they came out. They came to a hotel and saw soup on the table. It was still hot, which meant that all the people had disappeared. Something unnatural happened here. It felt like it was someone's doing, because if people died naturally, their corpses would be here. They were thinking that Alan was suffering from pain. Ray saw that he had big wounds on his leg. Alan was in such a bad condition that he could not come with Beam to investigate. After that, Ray and Sean decided to move ahead alone. On the way, he saw a polar bear who had the same wounds. Alan was scared that he would be beaten and Alan would not be able to run. Surprisingly, the polar bear did not say anything to him. Here, Ray and Sean saw light in a building. They thought there must be someone there. When they went there, they were disappointed because they did not find anyone here. It was getting dark. Suddenly, Ray saw a firelight and thought of Alan. When he went out, Alan was sitting on the ground. But this fire was not done by Alan. He came inside the house with Alan and started thinking of making some arrangements for his food. Alan still had the camera that he had picked up from the board of a traveler with him. In the footage of this camera, he clearly sees that when everyone was missing, Sean was not missing, and he was recording everyone's video. That means he definitely knows something. Alan wanted to tell Ray something, but Ray did not come alone this time, but came with Sean. He decided that they would leave this area soon. They had a lifeboat, but now the problem was that the fuel was low. Ray decided that he would collect fuel from the motor cars present outside. Sean stayed here with Alan. Sean understood that Alan wanted to tell Ray something, so he put the same headphones on Alan's ear and started telling him the same sound that he himself was hearing a while ago. Even in such a dangerous environment, he did not forget to hear it. Anyway, Alan fell asleep while listening to it. When Ray came to pick up Alan after filling the fuel, he saw a big camera near Alan and saw all the footage in which it was clear that Sean had made the footage of all those things, and Sean was hiding something from him. As soon as he saw it, he ran outside and he caught Sean. He beat Sean a lot so that Sean could tell him the truth about what was going on here. After being beaten so much, Sean finally agreed to tell him that a special kind of experiment was going on here about supersonic waves. The waves are so dangerous and powerful that in just a few seconds they destroy humans or any living being. They kill humans in such a way that the names and marks of humans are erased. And even at that time, when everyone was killed because of the supersonic waves, it was a hidden military experiment. You and Alan were saved because we had heard the sound wave that the scientist had given us, and it did not affect our brains about the sonic wave. I knew that you both have also heard that sound wave. That's why you are alive in front of me today. I did not come here to record this footage for you, but the army people had sent me here. And now that you know everything, I will also be killed along with you because I had to keep it a secret and I could not. Ray was in shock after hearing all this. He asked, how did Alan get injured? He said that it is because of the supersonic waves. He actually ate the fish given by the captain, which was already infected with those waves. That's why he got a little sick, but did not die. After this, Sean tells me again that the military had given me a satellite phone so that I can contact them and they can rescue me. But now I am not able to contact them, which clearly means that any moment now, all three of us will be killed. Ray, when he came to tell all this to Alan, he saw that Alan was already in a state of death. Alan recorded a last message for his family, after which Ray threw his phone and everything in a bag and threw it in the lake so that someone could get it. While on the other side, Sean was still trying to contact the military. Then suddenly we heard a gunshot, and it was shown that someone had attacked Sean with a gun and killed him. Where was the killer? It was not shown. Ray, where he was hiding, saw all this and got scared. At this time, his phone rang, and he understood that it must be the military because earlier all these phones were not working. He also understood that the military was also studying them and now they will be killed. And just in this fear, the movie ends here. Will Ray be saved with this mysterious ending, or will he be killed by them?